Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Rosa Maria. Today I have a very simple, easy project and we're going to learn how to make our own paper towel. It's easy, simple, doesn't take too long to make during the afternoon on the weekend. And this is great to use instead of buying multiple bulk paper towels and constantly using them all the time. So this is a good way to conserve our money and use our paper towels. And these are rewashable. We can reuse them over and over again. So grab all your tools and your materials and let's get started on this project. Tools and materials you're going to be needing for this sewing project is the fabric of your choice, a terry towel, bone folder, friction pen, a awl. You could use a pair of scissors or a rotary cutter, coordinating thread, and here is your pliers you'll be needing. And you'll be needing 4 of these buttons. These are sized 20, and you'll be needing 2 females and 2 males, and of course you'll be needing a ruler. I use a quilting ruler. So you're going to cut out your fabrics, and the size you're going to be cutting out is 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches. And if you're using centimeters, is going to be 31.5 centimeters by 31.5 centimeters. So you're going to cut out your fabric and your terry cloth fabric, same size. Okay, so once you do that, we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so the next step is you're going to take your printed fabric, make sure the printed size facing up, and then you're going to take your terry cloth and align it. And once you align it, then you're going to take your fabric clips and you're going to clip all around the fabric except for the bottom part over here. We're going to leave about 10 centimeters, or using inches, it will be 4 inches opening. And I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take my sewing pins and I'm going to use of course, my template here with the grids for 4 inches, and then pin it. So over here is just letting me know that this is the opening we need to leave open, so when we turn the fabric inside out when we finish sewing. And continue using your fabric clips. So now we finish placing our fabric clips. We're going to take it to the sewing machine and we're going to leave this opening, and we're going to start here and sew here, 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 and here. So let's head over to the sewing machine. So we're here at the sewing machine. So the seam allowance will be 1 centimeters and inches will be 3/8 inches. And I'm going to start to sew. And keep in mind, I'm starting where I left where I have the sewing pin here as my guide where I start. Finished sewing all around, and we left this opening here. And before we turn the fabric inside out, take your pair of scissors and just cut the corners, and that helps to reduce bulking. And make sure you don't cut right at the thread. You want to avoid that. So now that we finished cutting off the corners, now I'm going to turn the fabric inside out. So now that I made sure that I poked out the corners, I'm gonna take this opening here and then I'm gonna fold the fabrics inside and then take my iron and give it a good press. Okay. Okay, so now that we finished ironing the fabric very well, now we're gonna go to the sewing machine, and then what I'm gonna start is I'm gonna start to sew where we have this little opening to make sure it's so secure, that it's completely secure. I can't even speak to today. Sorry about that. But I want to start here with the opening here, and then I'm gonna start to sew across here, 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 here. So let's go to the sewing machine. See, we finished stitching all around the fabric. And then next, I'm gonna take these two buttons, as you can see here, and then I'm gonna take the two males, and then here in the corner, I'll kind of glance on it, and then just poke a hole. Place this in. Take the male here. Make sure the male is right there on top. And then I'll take my pliers. Press. As you can see, that one is done. And I'll do the same thing to this side. Make an incision here. Place the button here. Then place the male. And then press. Now, we're gonna work on this side over here. So since we did the buttons here, as you can see with the male ones, now I'm gonna turn the fabric around, and then I'm gonna take my on, do the same thing, making this a hole here. Okay. Take the button, turn around, place the female, press, and then go to this corner now, make a hoe, put the button, place the female, and then take your pliers and then press, and we are done. Now that that is done, I can start bringing all my other fabrics that I made to create the paper towel. Okay. So I'm gonna place the fabric down, the printed side down, and I'm gonna start to snap them all. Okay, putting things together. Do the same thing, continue to snap. So once you finish snapping them all together, I will just roll them up like this, as you can see. And here I have my paper towel. And this is great because then I can just take what I need to wipe things down. So we created a nice project. It's very simple. And now we are done. I hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial. And if you did like the tutorial, please give it a like, a nice little thumbs up, and also share with your friends and your family. And if you're not a subscriber, click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell, because when you click on the bell, YouTube will notify you every time I upload a new video. And also, all the tools you need is down below in the description. I have the list of all the tools and materials, and also a link where you can purchase them too. And keep in mind, it's a very simple, easy project to make. As you can see over here, it just rolls out and you can just remove what you need and start wiping down the areas you need to clean. And also, it's a great way to to help the planet and be more conservative and to repurpose and recycle. Until next time, bye.